Hey everyone, and welcome back to Shades of Sasha. If you're new here, take a seat, put your crown on, and welcome to the gang. And if you're already part of the gang, you already know what time it is. What's good, baby? So today's video is all about this here. So since you're here, just keep on watching. So we're gonna jump into the specs and details of this wig. The unit that I'm wearing is a Sensational Cloud 9 Wet Lace Pre-Plucked 13x6 HD lace front wig in the style Rashana, and I have the color Balayage Mocha, and I paid $51.88. I used Elevate Styles to do my purchase, and typically the unit runs for about $49.88, but just remember there's like always $3 upcharge depending on the site that you order from and depending on the color. So here are my thoughts. Those who know better do better. I know better, but I did not do better. And what I'm talking about with the doing better is that I have said this to y'all about the What Lace series. Whenever you're getting the unit, depending on the color, you will just literally hate the wig. Okay, like there's absolutely, I don't think nothing is, I have thoughts. I have so many thoughts, and I feel like they're all just like spiraling through, and I'm trying my hardest to like put it in the exact frame of thought that I want it to be in. So what do I say first? Alright, so here are all the things that I think. I have said if you buy the What Lace series, they're typically good if you get a standard color. Now, I have seen this Rashana unit all over, like all over. Everybody's saying like you have to buy it, like it's so great, it's so great, it's so great. So I was just like, yo, I have to get this, I have to try it because everybody say like it's so great, so I really have to try it. I genuinely don't really like the style. It's not my type of style, it's not my thing. Maybe if I got in a different color I would have liked it, but I'm not feeling it. Like I'm not feeling her. So the first thing is you're going to get a lot of flyaways because you have to remember that this is there are just a lot of colors going on here. One thing I am gonna say, I really don't think Sensational does that good of a job when it comes to colors and like the blend sometimes. Like sometimes I really think like it's a hit, like standard colors where it's just a color, nothing else added to it. I think they'll do a beautiful job. But when we start going into the balayage and the blend, I'm not a fan. And I don't know if maybe I'm the only one on that bandwagon, but it's just not something that's for me. I hate these little one strip members in a family that give you like a vibe that you think something else is gonna be there, and then it's just not. Like, you see, I can just literally rip all of that. I'm not gonna do that. Let me not give anybody anxiety. So literally, I feel like you get these one strip moments that you think like, oh, it's gonna kill everything, like it's going to be so great, and then it's just like a, what's going on here? She's not shedding, but she's gonna tangle on you. The lace is not my favorite part. Like, I feel like they just have done so much better. Like, for some reason, I think this lace is just not it, and I think it's just not it simply because the color tone of it. I was horrified, okay, jump scared when I put it in a middle part. I was like, if you don't switch that over to the center, to the side. If you're new here, I have a problem with doing side parts, and I know that, and I have accepted it, and I hope you accept it too. However, I would like the option, you know, like I want the option to be like, okay, I'm gonna put it in the middle, and this one was just not it. So we're gonna go to the rating system of it. Versatility, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10, because like I said, the middle part of it really just, it just doesn't look good at all, and I think it's the color tone of it. At the end, I'm going to actually like kind of show you up here what I'm saying, so you can just see the versatility that it has. I think on the side, the blends are better. So if you notice, there's just brown and it's just like a one tone. That's what I'm specifically talking about. If you put this here inside of the center, it's just not hitting. Like, somebody did something, they were trying too much, and it just did not work out. So versatility, 6.5 out of 10. The lace, I'm gonna also give it 6.5 out of 10. I feel like coming 2023, I don't want to give a recommendation on something when I know that there's something better out there. So I gotta step it up a notch, because it's gonna get hard, especially if it's something that everyone is feeling over. I'm never the person that's going to just like say something negative just to say something negative. Like, I'm always just going to be 100% authentic and honest, and I just don't think it's worth the hype. Maybe I really do need it in a standard color, but it's just not for me. It's just, this is just not the one for me. Like, I feel like this one was almost blowing up so well as people were blowing up the Letitia wig, and Letitia got my heart, and I know there are people out there that are just like, Letitia is not all that, and that's perfectly fine. We can all have our own opinion, and I respect that. So if I respect that one, y'all better respect that I'm saying like, she's just not that girl. And so the color like variety of it, when it comes to the texture, I honestly do love the texture. It gives me a more of a like pinky but relaxed vibe. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, it's a coarse, but it's like not wiggy, it's not synthetic. Like, it doesn't feel like it's stripping the moisture out of your hands. Like, there are some synthetic wigs that if you run your hand through it a little bit too much, your hands just start to feel dry. This one doesn't feel like it does that. It just feels like it's just free to go and do whatever. The shedding of it, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's not really shedding. You have to kind of pull to get the shedding, so that's what I'm doing now, just to see if I can show y'all. But I think it's an 8 out of 10 for it to be a colored unit that's doing curls at the same time, and it doesn't shed like how like other curly units would. So that's a big plus. The color and kind of like customization design that they did of this unit, I don't like it. Like, whoever did this, I think y'all need to go back to the drawing board with this balayage thing, because this one just wasn't it. I think the blends are just off. Like, these strips just feel like I want to be Cruella de Vil, but give it a blonde instead of a black. Like, it's just not landing the way that I really feel like people intended it to. And I really think I ordered this here by mistake, like this color by mistake. I'm pretty sure I wanted just like that dark brown one that I saw somebody in, and I was like, fire. It's phenomenal. It looks beautiful, but some reason, again, those who know better do better, and reading this fundamental, I think I just did not read that well, and then here I am today. So at least I get to show y'all kind of like what it looks like. But overall, for my reading system, I think that's just it. This is where it lands, like really above my boob, but or a little bit under, but if you are from the back, it lands mid of my back. If you saw in the earlier of this video when I was actually installing it inside of the bathroom, like that's pretty much where it is. However, let me just show you what I'm talking about with the middle part. You put it here, and this is not it for me. If this is it for somebody else, you do you, and I'm perfectly fine with you doing you. But this just doesn't feel flattering. Again, with this streaky thing, it just feels like the color is an afterthought sentiment. It's not actually like mindful of, okay, how will the blend of this look? Does it make sense to put it this way? How many people would actually wear it like this? Like, it just, it didn't land. It just didn't land. One thing I am gonna say, she is snagging now on me, and I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. This one just isn't it for me. So that's pretty much my final thoughts. Would I recommend? Not really. I feel like if from What Lace series, the one that I love the most has to be Letitia, and I'm pretty sure, let me make sure that Letitia is a part of the What Lace series. Yes, Letitia is a part of the What Lace series, and I think Letitia is my favorite from this line. I have tried a few from this line, and they just aren't really given as much. So I don't know. I just really expected more. I feel like maybe this is something that I'll do like a no part. Like a no part look, maybe. I don't know. Maybe a half up, half down. I think she could kill a half up, half down. She could kind of kill a half up, half down. Just kind of wouldn't recommend it. But like I said, she's just not my fave. This is kind of like my thought. This is me just kind of trying to figure it out, but I really hate it. I was trying so hard not to say that H word. I'm just not a big fan. And maybe, like I said, if I had gotten it in a solid color, maybe my thoughts would be different. But this one just wasn't for me. I feel like this one was just a miss. And you can't get a hit all the time. Like, I think it's one thing to just come on camera and put hair on, and then the hair just looks pretty on you, and then someone else buys it, and then they're just like, this is just terrible, right? Like, they just feel as if like they wasted their money. They felt as if like they could have saved it, and that's something that I just don't want to do. I'd rather come and be as realistic with you as possible, as we're now in the recession in 2023. There are people who are saving up all that they can to buy something for their birthday, or for a wedding, or for a baby shower, or for just some type of celebratory thing, like you're graduating and you just want to invest in like the best thing to make your day or yourself just feel the best. And I'd rather give you honest feedback and input on, like, if you are just in this certain budget, what do I suggest? This one really isn't it. I just personally don't think so. But thank y'all so much for watching and supporting the girl, and I hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful day.